Hello, dear students of class 6. Today we are going to study the part 4 of our chapter 5 Presentation Visual Effects. Students, in this part we will talk about two uh, important topics, which are inserting a video clips and using action buttons. We have already studied how to insert sound clips. Now we are going to study how to insert video clips and how to use action buttons in this part 4. So let's start with it. Okay. Now students, the first topic is inserting video clips. Now you know what are video clips, right? Short videos, okay, or videos, you watch movies in form of videos, okay. So video clips are short videos, okay, or they can be long also, okay, of any time, okay. So we will add a short video clip into our presentation today. So what do video clips do is that video clip add liveliness to the presentation, okay. That means it creates our presentation look more alive, okay. Now PowerPoint allows you to insert video onto a slide and play it during your presentation, okay. So we can with the help of Microsoft PowerPoint, we can insert a video clip on into a slide, okay, and then play that video clip in your during your presentation or in the presentation view, okay. Now this is a very wonderful feature to make your presentation more engaging for the audience. So let's study how to insert video clips. So the steps to insert video clips in our slide in a presentation are as follows, okay. First is select the insert tab, okay, and then click on the video drop down arrow in the media group and select the video from file option. So let's do this, okay. I'll quickly open a presentation. So this is a blank presentation in which I have created 6 slides, okay, for today's lecture, okay. So this is my blank presentation, okay. This is my slide number 1. Suppose I want to insert my video over here, okay, in this slide number 1. So what I have to do, I have to go to the insert tab. So I'll go to this insert tab, the insert tab, okay. Then inside the insert tab I need to go to the media group, okay, to the media group, okay. Now inside this media group we have already understood how to insert audio, so we'll not go to the audio option but we'll go to the video option. This is the video drop down arrow, so click on this drop down arrow. Now I'm getting some options, so I have to click on the first option, video from file, okay, video from file. So I'll click on this option, video from file, and now what I have to do is that the insert video dialog box has appeared. See this dialog box, what is the name of this dialog box? This box, insert video dialog box, okay. Now inside this insert video dialog box, I have to locate or find the folder where my videos are saved. So suppose I go to my libraries, and over here there is a video folder, so I will use a video from this video folder, okay. So I'll go to the sample videos folder, and then there is a video of this wildlife. I'll click on this video, I'll select this video, and then click on the insert option. Can you see this insert option? I'll just click on this insert option. Now as soon as I click on the insert option, now you can see this black screen, my video has been inserted. And now two more tabs have come over here, the format tab and the playback tab. The format tab and playback tab have appeared on my this ribbon over here, okay. So earlier it was only till view tab, now I have two more tabs, format and playback tab under the video tools option, okay students. Now so the format and the playback tabs appear under the video tools tab on the ribbon. We have already seen that. Now you can format the inserted video by clicking on the format tab. Now, what is the meaning of format? Format means changing different things inside your video. Okay, like you can do corrections, color correction. So all these things you don't have to do. Okay, uh, if you want to change the shape of the video, like right now it is a rectangle. If you want to see it in, this curved rectangle type, okay. If you want to see it in, a oval shape, okay, so you can change these things from the video shape, and you can change different you can select different options from this format tab, okay, video, and you can change different video styles. You can change the video shape, you can change the video border, okay. So I can make it red if I want the video border, and then you can apply various effects, okay. So you can do different things inside this format tab. These are called as different formatting options, okay. Now uh, now you need to do what? You need to click on the play button below the video clip, okay. So there is a play button over here, right over here below your video clip. This is the play or pause button, okay. If you click on this play button, see, the video has started playing. As soon as you clicked on this button, the video started to play, okay. There is one more play button over here, but they are talking about this button. So if as soon as you click on this button, the video starts to play, okay. See, now you can stop your video from this pause your video from this play pause button. See, this is a play button also and pause button also, okay. Now see, this bar over here is the timeline, okay. So see, the video will start playing. The timeline next to the play button will begin to advance. So when the video starts to play, this timeline starts to advance or starts to move this side, okay. Now click anywhere on the timeline to jump to any part of the video. So if you are playing your video and right now you are over here, suppose you directly want to jump on this part, you can click on the timeline, okay, and we have jumped to that part. If you want to come to this part, just click over here and you have jumped to this part, okay. So this is how you I've just muted the video. Now it will not play sound. So if I want to jump to any part, I'll just click on anywhere on the timeline. So from here to here is the timeline of the video, okay. So I click on any part and I can jump to any part of the video, okay. Then so this is how you insert a video in your PowerPoint presentation. From here you can control the audio of the video, okay. So the volume of the video, if you want to increase it or if you want to decrease it, you can control that also, okay. So this is how we insert a video in our Microsoft PowerPoint presentations, okay. Let's move on. Now there's a tip that in Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, okay, the version which we are using, you can also embed videos from websites like youtube.com, okay, in your presentation. So you can also insert the videos directly from the YouTube, okay. For that you require an internet connection, but this is not there in your syllabus, so that's why we are not covering this, okay. But if you want, you can insert the videos from websites like YouTube also, but because that is not there for us to study and it also requires an internet connection, that's why we'll not study this, okay. Let's move on to the next part, okay. I hope you understood how to insert a video. It is very easy. Now moving on to the next part. The next part is using action buttons, okay. So let's talk about what is this action button. As the name suggests, action button. So basically students, what is action button is that they are certain buttons which we can insert into our slide, and when we click on those buttons, certain action is going to be performed, Okay, certain action is going to be performed when we click on those button in the presentation view. Okay, now in PowerPoint we have the facility to link to a web page. Okay, now let me explain you what is the meaning of the link. Okay, so I will just open a sample web page. Suppose I have opened this. Okay, I'm opening google.com. Okay, google.com. Okay, I'm opening google.com. So see, this is google.com. Now suppose I search in this google.com Tom and Jerry. Okay, Tom and Jerry. Okay, so now see, it has given me different search results. Now you can see that this over here some text is written in blue color. Now as soon as I move on to this text, see my this cursor, okay, my mouse cursor is changing from this arrow to this hand pointer. Now this blue colored text is called as link. What is it called? Link or hyperlink. Okay, so when I click on this link, as soon as I click, right now I'm not clicking, but as soon as I click on this link, what will happen, that I will be directed to a new page. So see, now I'm going to click on this. See, as soon as I clicked over here, I have been directed to a new page and the video has started to play. Okay, in the same manner, all these blue characters over here that you can see, all these are different links. Okay, now your images can also be treated as links. Okay, so suppose I click on this blue colored text, I will be directed to a new page. That means when I click on that text, I have been directed to a new page. So this is called as links, okay, or hyperlinks. Okay, so I hope you understood the meaning of link. Okay, so that earlier whatever I was doing on my browser, but we can do the same thing in our Microsoft PowerPoint also. We have the facility to link to a web page, to an email address, to a file, a particular slide, and in the same presentation as well as in a different presentation. Now this can be done using the hyperlinks and action buttons. So we are going to study about hyperlinks and action buttons now. I hope you understood what are hyperlinks and action buttons. I have just given you a short introduction of it. Now what are action buttons, students? Action buttons are the built-in shapes. Okay, they are built-in shapes which you can add to your presentation and set a link to another slide or play a sound or perform some other action. Simply putting, in simple words, the action button, suppose I'm coming to the slide number 2, okay, and I want to insert an action button. So I'll show you an action button. See here at the bottom, action buttons are given over here. So see, when this is a built-in button, these are different built-in action buttons. Can you see over here? Okay, built-in means pre-designed, they are already designed. So if you select any one of this, suppose I select on this home button and I draw over here. Okay, so see, this shape, this button has been drawn over here in my slide in form of this particular shape. So this is a pre-designed button, I just have to insert it in my slide. Okay, now I have to do some things in this action settings dialog box so that I can create links with the help of this action buttons. So how to do that, we'll study just in few moments. Okay, you can also assign actions to clip art, pictures or text in smart art graphic. That means you can instead of using action buttons, we can click on pictures also and or the smart art graphics or clip arts also to perform certain actions. Okay, when one clicks on, okay, so when somebody clicks on these buttons, okay, when someone clicks on these action buttons, okay, or someone hovers. What is the meaning of hover? Hover means what? just bringing your mouse on that particular button but not clicking on it. Okay, just bringing your mouse. Right now if I bring my mouse over here, that means I am hovering my mouse over this button. I am not clicking it. Okay, I am hovering. So when one clicks or hovers the mouse pointer on the button, the selected action will occur. So some action will occur. Which action will occur? The action which we have selected. So if this explanation was difficult for you to understand, let us do this practically. Okay, so let us understand action buttons practically. Okay, so what we need to do is open an existing presentation. So we have already opened an existing presentation. So I'll come to the slide number 2, and what I have to do is that select the insert tab. See, it's written over here. Select the insert tab and click on the shapes command in the illustrations group. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to select this insert tab. Okay, this is the insert tab, and then go to this shapes option in the illustrations group. So I need to come to this shape, and then I need to come at the bottom. Okay, and come to this action buttons. See these action buttons, there are many built-in action buttons. I just showed you. Suppose I select this action button. Okay, suppose I select this action button. Okay, this one. Okay, now see, my mouse pointer changed into a plus icon. Now what I need to do, what I need to do is that I need to click my mouse. See, I clicked my mouse, the plus icon got a little bigger, and then drag my mouse diagonally. See, I am dragging my mouse diagonally. See, I am dragging my mouse diagonally, and the button is, the button was, created, or it appeared. Okay, now again let me show you again. See what I am doing, this is a plus icon, so I am dragging my mouse. Now see students, as soon as I leave the mouse, okay, as soon as I release the mouse button, right now I have not released, but as soon as I release the mouse button, okay, action settings dialog box will appear. See, now I am leaving. As soon as I release the mouse button, action settings, see, this is the action settings dialog box. Okay, it has appeared. Now in this action settings dialog box, there are two tabs. This one is the mouse click tab, and another one is the mouse over tab. Okay, two tabs. By default, this mouse click tab is open. Which tab is open by default? Mouse click. Okay, so first I will tell you about this mouse click tab. Okay, so mouse click tab, what it does, the mouse click tab makes the action button perform its action only when the button is clicked. So if I choose this mouse click option, then whenever I will press on this button, then only the action will take place. Okay, whenever I will click on this button, then the action will take place. But if I select mouse over, then even if I bring my mouse pointer on this button without selecting, without clicking on the button, if I just bring it on the this button, action button, the selected action will take place. Now how to create some actions? So first let's check about the mouse click option. Okay, so in the action on click, can you see this action on click option over here? Okay, this section, okay, of the mouse click tab. Okay, what we need to do is select hyperlink to. Now we are going to hyperlink something. Okay, and come to this drop down arrow and select from these various options that are over here. There are many options. Suppose I select last slide. Suppose I select which option? Last slide. Hyperlink to last slide. What does this means? That we have selected an option that on mouse clicking this button, what will happen is that as soon as I click with my mouse on this button, it will hyperlink me to the last slide of the presentation. And now let me click on OK. Now I have to open my slideshow view. So For opening slideshow view, you know which button I have to press. I have to click on F5 button. This is my slideshow. So I'll go to the slide number 2. Okay, now see in this slide number 2, this is my action button. Now see what happens. This is my slide number 2. Okay, and there are many other slides, like slide number 3 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, and 6 is there. Which is my last slide? Slide number 6. Okay, so again let me click on F5 button. So this is my first slide, this is my second slide. Now see, as soon as I bring my mouse pointer over here and I click on this button, now I am going to click on this action button. See what is going to happen. I am going to be redirected or hyperlinked to slide number 6. Why slide number 6? Because over here we selected what? Hyperlink to last slide. So as soon as we click on this action button, we have been hyperlinked to the last slide. So you can choose different options from here. You can even go to the previous slide, you can go to the next slide, you can go to the first slide, you can go to the last slide. Okay, and you can go to the last slide viewed, then you can go to the end of the show or end of the slideshow, then you can select custom show. Then you can also select this slide option. Okay, you can also select other file option, or you can select a URL. If you click on the URL, here you have to type. So suppose I type .youtube.com over here and click on OK. Now what will happen when I start my slideshow, and when I come on this button and I click on this button, what will happen? youtube.com will open in my browser. See, this is my browser and the youtube.com has opened. This is the page for youtube.com. So I can create different hyperlinks, okay, using this action button. Okay, so it is up to you which action you select from here. Okay, now one more I will teach you that there is one more option which is called as other file. Now you can select this other file option also. What is other file? Other file, when you click on, as soon as you click on this other file option from hyperlink to, now see this hyperlink to other file dialog box will open, and now you need to choose some file. Suppose I go to this pictures folder and I click on this penguin picture. Okay, so I have clicked on the penguin picture and I'll click on OK. Now what will happen? As soon as I click on this button, the penguin picture will open. See, so this is my first slide, this is my action button. As soon as I click on this button, see, it is asking me a permission. I'll click on yes, and see, as soon as I click on this button, see, this penguin image has opened on my browser. So as soon as I click on the action button, I have been hyperlinked to my image. Okay, can you see this? Okay, so this is how we use the action buttons. Okay, now one more thing is that you can select the play sound. So you can play a sound also from this play sound option checkbox if you want to play a sound when a action button is clicked. Okay, so for that you need to choose any sound either from the drop down menu or select other sound, select the other sound option to use the sound file from your computer and click OK. So see what it is meaning. Right now if I'm clicking on this button in my slideshow view, no sound is getting played. But if I want that, what I can do is that I can come to this option, okay, play sound, and I can click on this checkbox and then come to this drop down. Right now no sound is selected. Suppose I will select one sound, suppose this chime sound or chime sound. Okay, so I have selected this sound and now I have clicked on OK. So now whenever I will press this button, a sound will play and then my hyperlink will open. See, so Now see, as soon as I click on this button, now I'm going to click, you will hear a sound and then my hyperlink will open. See, that was a very short sound. Let me, you know, let me create a different hyperlink. Okay, instead of this, I'll just choose last slide. Okay, and I'll click on OK. Now again, let's look at this sound. Now when I click on this, the last slide will open and a sound will be played. See, a sound was played of chime. So you can select a sound also from this option. Okay, this option, play sound option. Okay, so this is how we use the action buttons in our PowerPoint. Okay, so I hope you have understood it. Okay, now I'll show you one more thing about the mouse over. Okay, I'll quickly show you about this mouse over option. Okay, so suppose instead of mouse click, I choose mouse over option and then I have to click on this hyperlink to, and suppose I select next slide. Okay, and if you want to play a sound, you can select any sound. Suppose I select, this time I select coin sound. Okay, and click on OK. Now when I click on this, the next slide, which is slide number 3, will open. So let's open with the help of F5. Let's go to the slideshow view. So this is my slide number 2. See, I know what this happened very quickly. I'll show you again. Now see, now I don't need to click on this button. As soon as my mouse pointer will, touch this, or it will hover on this button, the selected action will take place. See, I will not click. I will just hover. See, as soon as I hovered on it, the selected action took place, and I came from slide number 2 to slide number 3. So this is what happens when you choose instead of mouse click, if you choose on mouse over option. So it's better to use this mouse over option, because in this way we can control the action buttons in a better manner. Okay, we need to click on it. Okay, two things are selected, that's why it is happening. So this is how this is done. Okay, so I hope using action buttons is clear to you. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me after watching the video, or you can comment in the YouTube YouTube videos comment. Okay, thank you for listening. Take care of yourself, be well, and as usual, God bless you. Thank you.